The Ready Set Grow podcast is sponsored by Ag Expert, software designed for Canadian agriculture. Visit them today at agexpert.ca. Welcome to the Ready Set Grow podcast, where we like to showcase startup and early stage companies as well as visit with innovators in the agriculture and food industry. Today we're here with Joe Dales, co-founder of RH Accelerator, and guest Derrick Berney, founder and CEO of Cannabis Wiki. Derrick, thanks for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thanks for having me on the podcast, Michael and Joe. I'm a software and digital marketing entrepreneur based out of London, Ontario. I've done this for 12 years, and I have a team of 20 people based across the world. I've founded several businesses, and I'm very excited about the new business that we launched in 2018, Cannabis Wiki.
You tell us a little bit more about the history and what Cannabis Wiki does?
Yeah, sure. So I come from a marketing and lead generation background. And when we knew that Canada was going to legalize cannabis, I knew that it would be something that I wanted to get in on the ground floor. Instead of usually I'm used to working with media buying. So basically, I pay other sites for their traffic, and then I convert it for the offers that I'm running. So since this industry was so new, it was a great chance to kind of cut out the middleman and build a property from the ground up so that I wouldn't have to pay for that traffic. And that's why we started Cannabis Wiki. So it's basically a news and information resource. And then we also have some tools on there about cannabis.
It's really exciting. I'm really impressed with Cannabis Wiki, Derrick. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Joe.
The education and information needs in this growing emerging industry are immense, and you've done a really nice job of creating some great content. Generating a lot of traffic on there and becoming a pretty strong media company. I'm really, I really enjoy watching Lester and Jackie and some of the podcasts you've been doing that are really cutting edge. Tell me about that story, how that started, and tell us a little bit about Lester and Jackie.
Okay, sure. So how that started was, we started right on legalization day in 2018, and we just started writing articles. So I got some writers from some local writers, some students from Fanshawe, Western, and some writers from around the world, actually, it's come to now. And, what happened was we decided to start doing some video promotion for 420, which is a national kind of cannabis holiday. And we were going to go and attend it and cover it as a story in Toronto. And because it was raining that day really bad, we didn't, want to stand out in the rain. So we ended up taking a detour to Niagara Falls, where they had a 420 conference. And, I've done interviewing in the past for a tour company that I have. And we said, we just bring the equipment, and we said, hey, let's try it out. And the people there, we were surprised by the response because there was just nobody in the space doing it. You have some bloggers, and then you have, the mainstream media, and the mainstream media would give a kind of overview of the whole event, but they wouldn't focus on the actual people who were at the event. And that's what we did. And it just kind of took off from there. So once we seen the reception and that everybody was, happy to have us there and really excited actually to, tell their story and get their word out, because everybody's starting from scratch. So it was, everybody's looking for as much publicity as possible. And so on that day, it was Lester and Crystal Chatterley. She goes by Crystal Chronic, and that's how we started out. And we started to, after that, started attending more conferences, and we knew that uh, where we wanted to go. So we wanted to attract more influencers. So we started working with some smaller ones, and then I always had it in my head, in the back of my mind, that hey, we want to get together with Jackie and really start doing some more shows with her. And so we invited her to the studio one day, and she was really impressed with the studio, and we formed a show called The Green Room, and which is a podcast and a video and audio podcast. And we put that out, and it was really well received. We've interviewed probably about maybe 200 CEOs. And before COVID here, we were just starting to go to the actual conferences. So we were Lyft in Vancouver's media partner, and we were just, we controlled the media space. We interviewed about 40 CEOs that weekend, and it was we had plans to do Spanibus, O Cannabis, Grow Up, all the major conferences in Canada, and then COVID struck, and that's kind of wound it down a little bit now. But we quickly pivoted to the virtual realm, and that's how now we're having. It took a little time to build out the software, test it, get everything organized. But now, we're excited to say that, hey, we're back even in this COVID times, and we have some exciting content that we're looking to share with everybody. And we're starting it off with a cooking conference for the holidays.
That looks. I found that really interesting, and I'm looking forward to that. I saw you have like 10 world-class chefs and experts, and this whole, cooking with edibles and cannabis is a hot sector, and so yeah, I'm really impressed. Do how can people find out about the cooking cannabis conference?
So you can just go on Cannabis Wiki. You can look in the event section, or you can just go to cannabiswiki/conference, and you'll see a video there and the information to go to Eventbrite to purchase a ticket. And we're also looking for any sponsors. Cooking and edibles and infused beverages is really big right now. And, we're looking at partnering with businesses that need to get the word out in a compliant way. We're used to working with, the compliancy teams with Health Canada to make sure that, everything we're doing is compliant, and there's no, chance of it affecting anybody's what do you call that, license.
Mhm.
So we're very aware of that, and that's why you don't see, for instance, a lot of the spammy advertisement that you'll see on a lot of cannabis sites. Like we don't promote any gray market stuff. We don't promote even vapes or anything like that. We're really trying to just get the education and the news out.
That's very exciting. I'm really impressed with, how quickly your business has matured and grown to fill up that space. Is there anything else you'd like our listeners to know about yourself or Cannabis Wiki?
I guess I can. If anybody wants to reach out, I'll give you my email. It's Derrick, DERRICK @cannabis.wiki. And yeah, we're interested in, connecting, partnering with people, and just seeing, where this can go. It's a growing community. And one thing I like about the community is everybody is really open and helping, and everybody's trying to navigate this emerging industry. and we're here to help. We have a lot of influencers that we've worked with, a lot of CEOs, a lot of connections, and we can definitely get your business the compliant exposure that it needs.
Thank you, Derrick. Congratulations on your success in the industry, and good luck on the upcoming conference. I just wanted to thank all our listeners before we head out, and thank you, Derrick, again for joining us and telling us about Cannabis Wiki.
Thanks, Derrick.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.